Hello beautiful humans, welcome back to Intuitive Moves. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Lana and I'll be guiding you through your 35-minute power flow today. Today does get a little bit spicy, there's lots of twisting. I am sweaty as sweaty can be after doing that, so make sure you have water with you, take as many breaks as you need, modifications, variations, whatever you need. This is your practice, I'm just simply guiding you through it. So when you're ready, grab your mat and let's get moving. Let's get started in child's pose today. So bringing your knees wide and nice and wide on the mat, big toes together, let your hips sink down towards your heels. Walk your fingertips out to the front of the mat. Just let your forehead and your elbows relax down. Starting to bring your awareness inward. Maybe taking a couple of deep breaths if you're feeling a little bit rushed from the day. And with every exhale, see if you can release anything you might be holding on to. Maybe that's letting go of any expectations you've set on yourself, maybe for this class, maybe for the day. Letting go of your ego. Maybe it's letting go of any thought patterns or stresses you might be holding on to. Maybe it's just letting your muscles relax. Taking a moment to check in with yourself. How have you arrived on your mat today? Remembering that nothing is wrong. You're just simply checking in with yourself. And gently shift this awareness to your breath. Again, not trying to change it, just noticing. Notice how deep or shallow your breath might be, how tight or relaxed. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, gently releasing all the air so we can sync up. Let's explore our full yogic breath. On your inhale, fill your belly, followed by your ribs, lastly your chest. And as you exhale, your chest falls, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises. Ribs expand, collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones fall, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Keep this breath going at your own pace. Using your breath as your point of truth, your anchor for today's practice. If you ever lose control, that's a good sign that maybe you're pushing a little bit too far and you should back out. This is your practice. You can come down to child's pose or any resting pose whenever you feel. Take a break, hit pause whenever you need. Last 2 breaths here. One more inhale, and as you exhale, press yourself up into a 4-point kneeling, just adjusting your body so your shoulders are directly over wrists, hips over knees. Let's find some cat-cows. Drop your belly open at your chest, look to the sky, and exhale to round out through your spine, look to your belly button. Inhale to drop your belly open at your chest, look to the sky. Exhale to round out through your spine, look to your belly button. Maybe you'd like to explore some barrel rolls, bringing your chest all the way up and around. Maybe wagging your tail, rocking your weight forward, back, whatever feels nice in your body. And I invite you and really encourage you to close down your eyes here. Try not to worry about what you look like. Nobody's watching you. Just start to move intuitively, whatever feels nice in your body, whatever helps you lubricate through your spine today. We have another 3 breaths to explore this movement. And on your next exhale, gently finding stillness. Inhale to reach your right hand to the sky. Thread the needle. Exhale to thread it underneath your left. Let your shoulder tap the floor. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you find a bind, rolling your left shoulder on top of right. We're here for 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release your hand down to the ground. Inhale to press back up to a 4-point kneeling. Other side, left hand reaches high. Exhale to thread underneath the right. Shoulder meets the ground. Maybe you find that bind if that feels nice in your body. One more inhale here. And exhale to release your hand. Press back up to a 4-point kneeling. Let's sit back onto your heels. And if you prefer to sit on your bum here, you're more than welcome to do so. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky, Exhale, right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up and over. Look under your top bicep. Think of rolling that top shoulder back. We're here for 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale over to the other side. Bending your underneath elbow, look under your top bicep. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale back to the first side. Let's do that one more time. Hold for 1 inhale here. Exhale over to the other side. Hold for 1 inhale. This time as we exhale, circle your arms all the way forward. Right hand meets behind your right ankle and you reach that top hand up and over, maybe finding a little baby back bend. We hold here 1 inhale. Exhale to circle back the same way you came, reaching all the way around. Right hand reaches up and over. Let's do that one more time. Hold for your inhale. Exhale to circle all the way around. Hold for your inhale and exhale to circle around. Hold for your inhale and exhale to make your way back to center. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Interlace your fingers. Let's just find some wrist circles. Rotating one way, the other way. And throughout today's practice, I'll offer you a couple of different variations. Take whatever feels good in your body and modify even more if you need to. This is your practice. I'm just simply guiding you through. Last 2 breaths here. And on your exhale, let's press back onto our knees. Tuck your toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Taking your right hand, tap your left leg or maybe your left ankle, and then hover back to a high plank position. Left hand touches right leg or ankle and back to a high plank. Keep this going. And if it feels a little bit intense, just bring your knees down to the ground. And we're just hovering our knees off the ground and lowering them back. Hovering up, lowering back. High plank, down dog. Find your variation. We have another 4 and 3, 2. Last one. Let's hold this. Hold onto your leg or your ankle. If it feels all right in your body, maybe take your eye gaze under that top armpit. Hold for an inhale and exhale to release. Let's change sides. Left hand, right ankle. Maybe holding onto your leg or your ankle, and if it feels okay, look under your top bicep. Hold for an inhale, and exhale to release. Look to your fingers. Take little baby steps all the way to your hands. We'll find ragdoll, heel toeing your feet a little bit further apart. Bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs. Hold on to opposite elbows, and let your head hang loose. Try to think of this as a spinal release rather than a hamstring stretch. Maybe you find a sway side to side, a nod, yes and no, whatever helps you relax. With every exhale, imagine the crown of your head getting a little bit closer to the floor, creating more space between each vertebrae. We're here for 1 more inhale. Exhale to release your hands to the ground. Tuck your pelvis, roll up through each vertebrae all the way to stand. As you arrive at the top, 2 big shoulder rolls, shoulders come up, back, and down. Last one, shoulders come up, back, and down. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky, tall mountain. We're sending our right hand forward, left hand back. Let those hands swing, meet back up in center. Let's go other side. Left hand forward, right hand back. Back to center. Keep alternating sides, trying to figure out in your brain. This one's pretty tricky. Let's do 1 more each side. Let those arms swing. Last one, let those arms swing. Let's meet in tall mountain. Pistol grip your fingers, interlace your fingers, squeeze through your glutes. Lift up nice and tall, and on your exhale, maybe finding a little baby back bend. Eye gaze and chest open up to the sky. Hold for 1 more inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale to find halfway lift, straight spine and hold. We're looking for a nice long line from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone, like you're a table. Imagine you have a plate of your favorite food on your back and you don't want it to spill. We hold here for 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to a high plank. Shift your weight forward, shoulders come beyond your wrist. Option to lower your knees down to the ground here. We're lowering down for a count of 4 and we're going to do 2 reps. So option for on your toes or on your knees, shift your weight forward. Inhale, lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press back up. We have one more just like that, all the way down to the ground for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Baby cobra, roll your shoulders back, lift your head and chest up off the ground. Hug your elbows together. Really active through your full posterior chain. So elbows together, shoulder blades pull down towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, your knees into your thighs, and press the tops of your feet into the ground. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Option to stay here. Option to press up into upward dog. Lifting your thighs up off the ground. Stay strong through your core, through your legs. We're nice and active. We hold 1 inhale. And exhale. Press your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Readjust here. Let's bend one knee at a time. Feeling into the pose. Maybe dropping one knee in front of the other if that feels nice. Maybe pulsing through your chest. I know I love this one. And on your next exhale, let's find stillness here. Look to your fingers, rise up on your toes, bend your knees on your inhale. Exhale to step, hop, or walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center, Samasthiti. Let's do that one more time. Surya A. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low plank. Option to lower down to your knees. Lowering down, elbows hug in. Inhale for your choice of back bend. Maybe baby cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And on your exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's find that breath. 2 breaths here. Guiding it in and out through your nose. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Think of opening your tailbone up to the sky and actively pressing your heels to the ground. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center, Samasthiti. Chair pose, bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Sweep your arms down and up and sink your hips down towards the ground. We really want to think of drawing your belly button up and under and lengthening your tailbone down to the ground so we're not sticking our butts out here. No twerking up in here. Core is nice and strong. And if you prefer to bring your legs a little bit further apart, that is so fine. Just make sure your knees and toes are facing the same direction. We hold here for 2 more breaths. In and out through your nose. 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands release to your heart space. Rotate to face the left-hand side. Hook your right elbow on your left knee. And if you can, press your hands back in line with your sternum. Option to stay here. If this is a little bit intense, just unhook that elbow. Wherever you are, take a peek down at your knees. Just make sure that right knee isn't popping out. We have 2 more breaths here. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Take your eye gaze down to the ground. Stabilize through your left foot. Can you tuck that right foot up into your bum? And with control, can you step it all the way to the back of the mat? Twisted lunge. Readjust your hands if you need to. We hold here 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale to release your hands. Twisted lunge. Maybe your eye gaze goes to your back hand, your left hand. And just be mindful of what your right hip is doing so we're not dumping underneath. We're keeping our hips nice and square here. We hold here for an inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel down to the ground. Arms windmill up and over. Warrior 2. Eye gaze goes over that front hand. And our heels are somewhat in line. Maybe your left heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. We bend into that left leg. 2 breaths. Without moving your legs, hug your heels together nice and strong. Inhale to reach forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Take your eye gaze to the sky and keep that bend in your left leg. 2 breaths.
One more inhale. Exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Option to press straight back to downward dog. If you've got some fire in you, lowering down, let's find our vinyasa. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Make any adjustments you need to in your body. Spread your fingers wide. Press your chest towards your knees. Open your tailbone to the sky and press your heels down. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Big bend in your knees. Step hop or walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Reconnect with your breath here. 2 breaths before we come into the other side. Last inhale. And exhale, chair pose. Big toes come together, heels slightly apart. Arms sweep down and up. We're here for 3 breaths. Draw that belly button in, lengthen your tailbone down to the ground. Maybe you get a little bit lower. Last 2 breaths. I know that was a very long breath. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Rotate towards the right. Left elbow on right knee this time. And if you can, press your hands in line with your sternum. Just take a peek down at that left foot and make sure your left knee isn't poking out. Hips are nice and square here. I'm sorry, I'm facing away from you. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, look down to your mat. Can you stabilize through your right foot and lift your left foot into your bum, and with control, step it to the back of your mat. Adjust your twist as you arrive. Maybe your eye gaze goes to the sky. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release your hands. Twisted lunge. Keep an eye on that left hip. Make sure it's not ducking under. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel down to the ground. Warrior 2, arms windmill up and over. Adjust your feet so your front heel is in line with your back arch. Eye gaze goes over your front middle finger. Nice and strong through your legs without moving your heels. Hug them together. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Inhale to reach forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Eye gaze goes to the sky. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Find your variation. We'll meet back in downward facing dog, either pressing straight back or finding your vinyasa. 3 breaths here. If you need a quick drink or a towel down, go for it. Take as long as you need. Hit that pause button. On your inhale, rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands all the way to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. 3 breaths here, maybe closing down your eyes. One more inhale and exhale. I'll turn to face you for this one, but you feel free to stay exactly where you are. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky, and exhale, eagle pose. Reach your right leg up over the left. Hands come back down to your heart space. Option number 1 for a figure 4. Option number 2 for a single bind, or option number 3 for a double bind. Find your balance here, whatever variation feels nice in your body. An option to stay here, option to add arm, same arm as leg. Right hand crosses over left. Option number 1, hold onto your shoulders. Option number 2, backs of palms. Option number 3, fronts of palms. Wherever you are, lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. Hold here for an inhale. And on your exhale, can you nest your eagle, gently lowering, sinking your hips down towards the ground. We stay here for 2 breaths. Keep that dristi, keep your focus. Keep control of your breath. One more inhale. And on your exhale, can you stand up tall? Release that right leg, reach your hands to the sky, lift that right knee up above your hip line. Hold here for an inhale, and exhale, warrior three, right leg launches back. Eye gaze goes to the floor. And we see if we can get the heel in the same line as the crown of the head. And if you want to challenge, reach your hands to the front of the mat. 2 breaths. What do you need to do to find stabilization here? Active through both legs. 1 more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, drop that back heel down to the ground. Arms windmill up and over. Bend into your left leg. Eye gaze. Dristi over your front middle finger. Shoulders over hips. Hug your heels together. Inhale to reach all the way forward. Flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Eye gaze goes to the sky. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale to release your hands back to warrior 2. Straighten out through your front leg. Trikonasana triangle pose. Inhale to reach all the way forward. Exhale, left hand meets left shin. Eye gaze goes to the top hand that's reaching towards the sky. We're here for 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale, top hand circles all the way down to the ground, reaching between your legs and all 10 toes. Rotate to face the back side of the room. I'll just turn around so I don't have my bum to you. Release your hands underneath your eyes. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, reach your right hand to the sky. And exhale to swap. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale to swap. Both hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach your hands towards the back of your mat. Rotate to face the back of your mat. I'm going to have to switch legs now. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. Keep your left hand where it is, and your right hand reaches to the sky for an easy twist. Just like our lunges before, be mindful that your left hip isn't dipping underneath. Nice and strong. We hold here, 1 inhale. Exhale, top hand circles back and down to the ground. Straighten out through your front leg for a modified pyramid. Option to keep your toes on the floor. Option to flex them back towards your face for a little bit more. We hold here, 1 inhale. Exhale, easy twist. Right hand reaches to the sky. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, modified pyramid. Straighten out through your front leg. Option to flex. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, easy twist. We'll do that 1 more time. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, release your hand. Flex your front foot. Hold for your inhale. Exhale to release your hand. Back to easy twist for the last time. Holding here. Stabilize through your feet. And on your next exhale, can you lift your hands up off the ground? Maybe your eye gaze goes to your back hand. An option to stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, maybe reverse. Right hand reaches to your back thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. We're here for 1 more inhale. Exhale, release both hands down to the ground. Shoot your right leg back to meet the left, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Maybe working through your vinyasa, maybe pressing straight back. 2 breaths here. Rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees on your inhale. Exhale to step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. You should be facing the other direction, so the back of your mat. Let's stabilize through the right foot. We'll find our eagle pose on the left-hand side. Option number 1, figure 4, ankle over knee. Option number 2, stack your knees. Option number 3, double bind. Same arm as leg. Left hand over right. Option 1, shoulders. Option 2, backs of palms. Option 3, fronts of palms. Lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. Find your dristi, a point of focus, something that's still. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale to nest your eagle, gently lowering down. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to release your legs, release your arms, reaching to the sky. Stork pose, lift that left leg higher than your hip bone. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, warrior three, left leg goes backwards. Eye gaze goes down to the ground. Hips and shoulders are square to your mat. If you want more, reach your hands forward. 2 breaths. What do you need to do to stabilize here? 1 more inhale. Exhale, left leg lands on the mat. Warrior two, arms windmill up and over. We bend into that right leg, eye gaze over your front middle finger. Find your breath. Find your drishti. Hug your heels together. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to reach all the way forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Eye gaze up to the sky. Keep the bend in your right leg. Hold here, 1 inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten out through your front leg, reach all the way forward. Exhale, trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand to your shin, left hand to the sky. Maybe your eye gaze goes to the top hand. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, left hand circles all the way down and around. I'll rotate 1 more time. All 10 toes are facing the back. Hands reach between your legs this time. Inhale to find a straight spine. Exhale, draw the crown of your head down to the floor. 2 breaths here. 1 more inhale. Exhale to release your hands back under your face. Reach towards the front of your mat and rotate all 10 toes to face the front of the mat. Your left leg is forward, your right leg is back. And this time we reach our left hand to the sky for our easy twist. Pulling out of that right shoulder joint. Try not to dump into the right hip or the right shoulder. We're supporting ourselves here. We hold for 1 inhale. Exhale, top hand circles back and down. Modified pyramid, straighten out through your left leg. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand reaches to the sky. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, modified pyramid, straighten out through your left leg. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, easy twist. We have 1 more. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, modified pyramid. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, easy twist for the last time. Let's stabilize through those legs. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, can you lift your hands up off the ground? Maybe your eye gaze goes to your back hand. Option to stay here. Option to reverse, reaching your right hand up and over. Your left hand reaches for your back thigh. We're still active through the core, through the legs. Last inhale here. Exhale, both hands windmill down towards the ground. Shoot your left leg back to meet the right. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Find your vinyasa, or maybe pressing straight back to downward facing dog. Let's flush that out with 1 round of Surya A. We'll start in 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Let's flow back down to the mat. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to fold. Maybe close down your eyes as we slow down our practice. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low plank, option to lower your knees. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Bring your knees down to the mat. Bring your big toes together and sink your heels back down to your hips down to your heels, Reach your hands forward to find child's pose. Let's lift our elbows up off the mat. Wiggle your fingertips all the way forward and hug your shoulder blades down. 3 breaths here. Last inhale. And exhale to gently press up into a 4-point kneeling. However is easiest to you, step your right foot to your right thumb, drop your hips down to the ground and bring your hands to your knees. So we're looking for a nice hip flexor stretch right through the front of that back leg. So I find it best to drop your hips down and maybe bring your elbows to your knee, but rotate your left shoulder towards that right knee, as allowing your hips to drop down a little bit more. You should feel a nice stretch right through the front here. And if you're not feeling much, maybe you bring your hands down to the mat, wiggle your right leg out a little bit more, maybe bring your elbows down, creating as much space as you need here. As long as you feel the stretch, then it is perfect. 2 more breaths here. 1 more inhale. And exhale to come back to center. Straighten out through your front leg, bending into your back leg and flex your toes back towards your face. We're looking for a hamstring stretch right up the backs of your legs. Walk your fingertips as far forward as they go. And as you exhale, melt your chest down towards your thigh or your knee. And we're here for 2 breaths. Let your head hang loose. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently releasing your stretch. Wiggle all the way back so both sit bones are on your mat. Our left leg stays bent and our right leg crosses over left. If this is uncomfortable on your left leg, just straighten it out long on your mat. If it feels okay, let's keep it bent. And let's try and get both sit bones on the ground. We'll find a twist here. Inhale to reach your right hand to the sky. Left hand is behind you. And on your exhale, hook that elbow on your knee. Sit up nice and tall, finding a nice twist. We're here for 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Keep your legs where they are. We'll change arms. Left elbow hooks on right knee. Sit up nice and tall and exhale to find your twist. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release, come back to center. Rock your weight all the way forward. We'll come straight into the other side. Unravel your legs. Your left leg steps to your left thumb. Sitting up nice and tall. Let your hips sink down towards the ground. Find your variation. Maybe that's hands or elbows to your knee, rotating your right shoulder to your left knee. Maybe your hands are on the ground. And if you are with your hands on the ground, let your left leg drop out to the side. Create some space here. Think of tucking that right hip underneath. Find your hip flexor stretch right through the front of your back hip. 2 more breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to gently release. We'll find our hamstring stretch. Straighten out through your front leg. Flex your toes back towards your face. Walk your fingers out nice and wide, and as you exhale, bring your chest down towards your knee. Let your head hang heavy. One more inhale here. And exhale to shift your weight backwards. We'll find our twist on the other side. Both sit bones on the ground. Right leg is bent. Left leg crosses over. Remembering we have that option to straighten our underneath leg. Reaching your left hand up and over this time. Exhale to hook it on your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale to find your twist. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to find your way back to center. We'll change sides. Right hand reaches up and over. Hooks on the left knee. Sit up tall. And exhale to find your twist. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release back to center. Unravel your legs and just scoot yourself up to the top of your mat. We'll come to lie down on our backs. Finding happy baby, kick your feet up to the sky, pistol grip your big toes or hold the outside blades of your feet, or maybe your ankles. Hug your knees down towards your armpits and press your tailbone onto the ground. Maybe you stay static here, maybe you'd like to kick your feet into your hands, straighten one leg, both legs, whatever feels good. We have 3 breaths. If you have any other poses, any other stretches you'd like to take today, Feel free to come into those now before we make our way to our final resting pose. One more inhale here. Taking your exhale and taking one more big inhale. Exhale to release your arms and legs long. Take up as much space as you would like to. Let your feet drop out to the side. Wiggle your fingers if you need to. Take any little fidgets or movements that help you feel relaxed here. Scanning through your body one more time. How are you feeling now versus how you felt when you first stepped on your mat? Did you learn anything about yourself throughout your practice today? Maybe you'd like to connect with an intention you set today, or maybe you'd like to set a new intention for the rest of your day. Let's take 3 big breaths here, taking an inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth side out. Big inhale. And side out. Last one, big inhale. And sigh it out. Return to your natural breath. Shavasana. Feel free to hang out here for as long as you'd like to. If you're ready to get moving again, starting to deepen your breath, introduce any little movements that help you feel reconnected with your physical body. Maybe you'd like to find a full body stretch, or maybe hugging your knees into your chest or rolling over to your favorite side. When you're feeling ready, slowly making your way up to a seated position, we'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. Bringing your hands to your heart space, allow your head to bow to your fingertips. May you remember that you are enough and you are always enough. In honor of today's practice and the energies we shared, together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I definitely underestimated how hard that was going to be. I am so sweaty. But as always, if you have any questions, requests, comments, leave them below. And if you can please subscribe to this channel, it'll mean more to me than you'll ever understand. And it'll also allow me to bring you more and more free classes, which we love. And I also found out yesterday that I'm going to be an LSKD ambassador. You! So if you like what I'm wearing, it's the Elixir full-length tights with pockets, and then we have the motion tank. But I'll leave them below, and if you shop through the link that I leave, it just gives me a little bit of commission and helps support me along my journey. So if you're an LSKD fan, link below, socials below, Revive this beautiful studio, also linked below. And as always, I'll see you on the mat next time.